quite now and then, and we used to go to University of Lagos in the evenings just to play in the tennis court or the squash. The basic thing about the whole our stay in Nigeria, we had a tremendous support from Dr. Shenoy, both in terms of keeping a regular touch with us, and at the same time for any of our medical problems, which are of a very fundamentally basic things. Fortunately, we didn't have to go for some kind of serious medical issues. We were quite young at that time. And he used to keep in touch to find out how we are recovering, except that I had a spell of a malaria, which was pretty serious one. It was just for a couple of years before coming to India. So he had come and then checked at our residence as to how I'm recovering, how I'm getting the supporting treatment, and all this type of things. He had been absolutely kind, and all the time he had been a very smiling person, and he was a very, very soft-spoken person. And I had also known that his mind towards the society was that of a service, and he never stood on any formality. He never had any restrictions about the time that I speak to him and meet him. So that way he had been a very kind-hearted person, very large-hearted person. And it was only touching and very sorrowful that he had this world quite unexpectedly, which we never expected. And every time he came to India, he made it a point to meet us. And we are all feeling a biggest vacuum. The people with whom we used to associate, we can say almost it's our own generation. Maybe he was younger to me. So more people who are close to us living this world is causing a very heavy vacuum. And I'm afraid it will have its own impact on us. So, but I would like to conclude by trying to pray for Dr. Shenoy, and may his divine soul rest in peace is our prayer. And my wife is also here by my side, joins me in conveying her own sorrow and also her own prayers for the departed soul. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. I can see that Mr. Lalwani is back online. I would request Sri Jeti Lalwani, ex-president ICA, to say a few words for Dr. Shenoy. Lalwani sir.
Dr. Shenoy was associated with me, a very nice, humble gentleman since 1980 till very recently. He will be very badly missed by me and my staff because he was a doctor to us since 25, 30 years. Such a genuine person, gem of a person. He'll be very badly missed by all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lalwani sir. I was told that Sri Ganesh Nayak is a close friend of Dr. Shenoy, would like to say a few words. Sri Ganesh Nayak.
Yeah, very good evening to you. I'm Ganesh Nayak. I live in Ahmedabad. I work for a pharmaceutical company, Zydus Cadila. The first time I met Pandu, as we used to call him, Dr. Pandurang Shenoy, was in 1978. It was the beginning of the year. And he used to practice in a place called Ullal, which is a few miles away from Mangalore. And I was to meet him for 10 minutes. And we just started talking, and then it went on for 45 minutes. And he had quite a few patients outside. So from that time onwards, we hit it off like a house on fire. And now what, it is 42 years that our association has been. And ever since we kept on exchanging messages. I used to meet him in Bangalore. I met him in Mumbai, and also in Ahmedabad, because he used to help the patients who were needy in Nigeria to bring them to India so they could get better treatment at a better cost and more sophisticated ones in better hospitals. And the last I spoke to him was just about a month and a half when Padma, his wife, and his daughter said he's trying to get in touch, and he wanted Mrs. Sudha Murthy to participate or address a community program in Nigeria for Indians in Nigeria as well as the neighboring countries. And I think it went off very well. And after that, I managed to talk to him. I also exchanged his WhatsApp number because he said, I don't have a regular number on WhatsApp, but this is a number I have. And maybe it was destiny that just 2 months before he passed away, I had to talk to him. He was a good friend, and well, we used to keep in touch regularly. From what I know of him as a person, I think he was a thorough gentleman, very soft-spoken, as many of you mentioned before I did. And he was, I would say, a noble soul. And well, I don't have many more anecdotal instances to quote, but all I can say is, as we say in one of the communities, when a human being comes on this planet, he has to live a life, a full life, life which is respected, so that when he dies, he is regretted. And that's why we say, live respected, die regretted. And I think that is what Dr. Pandurang Shenoy embodied in his lifetime. And though it's a very sad thing that he had to pass away at this not very old age of 68, while all of us will miss him, we offer our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. Thank you.
I would request Sri Gavankar to speak few words on behalf of Hindu Mandir Foundation and on his behalf also. अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, गावनकर जी, अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, गावनकर जी, अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, अनम्यूट. गावनकर जी, अनम्यूट कर लीजिए. हाँ, ठीक है.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, Gavankar here. I hope all of you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Sanjay ji.
Yes, I can hear you and everybody can hear you. Please carry on.
Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm Gavankar here. I have known our friend Dr. Shenoy and his family for a very long time, since we were neighbors at Coker Road in 1986. I always had a great relationship with him. He was a unique person. He was a great doctor. His departure is a great loss to Indian community and a great personal loss to me. I missed him a lot. He now left us. We mortals have no choice but to offer prayers to God. May his soul rest in peace. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Thank you. I have a few more names here. I would request them to speak, and thereafter I will make it open and so other people can chip in. I would now request Mrs. Chandra to say a few words.
Good evening, all of you. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very clear. Very clear.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity. He served, I have met him, I have worked with him in 3 organizations. One is Hindu Mandir Foundation, the second one is Rotary Club of Lagos Palmguru Estate, and then Indian Cultural Association. He served in Rotary Club health camps and eye camps, and also much before the club started. And he was a Rotarian before for our club, and we made him an honorary Rotarian. And today, on behalf of my Rotary Club of Lagos Palmguru Estate, and I am very sorry to say that we have lost a very good human being. His service to the human Indian community, especially in Ilupiju and also during COVID times, we have no words to say. To say death are shocking will be an understatement. So
चंद्रा जी अनम्यूट कर लो, आप म्यूट कर दिया है आपने, चंद्रा जी.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So his service to the Indian community, especially in Ilupiju and also during COVID times, there is no words to mention. His service to the community is to his best of his ability. So let's keep the bereaved family in our thoughts and prayers. May his depraved soul rest in peace. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Next one in the list is one Mr. Balu. Mr. Balu, you are there? Mr.
Yes,
Balu?
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
please. Please.
Yeah, good evening. I am Balu. I am trustee of Telugu Association and Balaji Temple. And my association with Dr. Shenoy was lasting almost 16 years. We still fondly remember his support and advice when we wanted to build our Balaji Temple. He is the first man we approached him, and at his Apollo Clinic office. When our committee members went and met him and requested him to allot the site within the HMF compound, he has really helped us with his advices and suggestions. Then accordingly, we met Mr. Patel and Mr. Mirani. So I still remember those days when he used to come regularly to supervise our construction of Balaji Temple. So he's a really good friend, and we will never forget you, Dr. Shenoy. I wish his soul rest in peace. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you. I have Mrs. Kirti. Mrs. Kirti, oh yeah, you are there. Please.
Om Shanti. I can say I lost a son from my family. 9th November, we are together, and he told me a number of things about family, about Nigeria, about life, and why he born. It's really hard time to express. He told me about Srimati Padma Shenoy, Nigerian used to call Indian Devi. He told me about his elder daughter. He told he is tomboy like you, very aggressive, very progressive. And my younger daughter is so silent. She is emotional. He explained me how to I walk next 40 years, 39 years in Nigeria. He gave me Nigeria path. He always told me, you are 40 years and I spent in Nigeria 39 good years. Nigeria is, I can't say it's my fatherland. I always used to say it's my motherland. You can't believe, it's really hard to express. 9th, he just told me how depart soul from body. He gave me lots of things. He used to talk in Hindi with me, and he told me, if you say, I just write it down because I am in mottos, I just write it down. तुझ पर कृपा है, कृपा की कोई कमी नहीं है. भगवान तुम्हारे अपने हैं, विश्वास कर, तुझ पर कृपा है. You like to be cell phone means do seva. You have to charge your iPhone and means do satsang. And you have to put your SIM means do Simran. He told me he have karaoke for Bhagavad Gita. He bring with that and whole go and come, we listen that Bhagavad. सेवा से तुझे दुआ मिलेगी, जीवन मजबूत होता है दुआओं से, परमात्मा का प्रिय होता है। अद्भुत किताब है इंसान ईश्वर की रचना की, मन को पढ़े फिर चारों तरफ पढ़े। If you want to be wiseful, no need to read books. If you want to read book, read person. ज्ञान बरसेगा आदमी को पढ़ेगी तो। He gave me Kindle one book. I never to bring it here. He gave me 9th only. You know, I just want to say, Madam Padma Shenoy, Condolence Shenoy, nobody will forget Dr. Shenoy. I am the face of Dr. Shenoy. Anybody see me in Lagos, they will see Dr. Shenoy. It's from my side. How long I am in Nigeria, everybody will remember. I can say he's no more. He's with me. I'm happy he's with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kirtiji. Please take hold of yourself. You have made all of us very emotional. And I would like to call few more names, but now I am tempted to speak myself, few words only in brief, so that other people can get chance. Friends, formally, I never thought that I shall be required to speak in the condolence meeting of Dr. Shenoy. I never imagined this thing. And today we are in that condolence meeting. Dr. Shenoy was a very good friend of mine for almost 25 years. He was a good human being, as all of you have mentioned. A good doctor and served our community very well. Even in these COVID times, he was helping people beyond limits. You know, here there are many protocols, but he never bothered about protocols. He just went ahead and helped. He was daring, and I can say requested, no, I will say warned him that why you are taking so much chance. He said, kuch nahi hota hai. And he was really brave, I would say, and he did not catch COVID at all. You know, in COVID times, a lot of people suffered from anxiety and depression. He was the one who took them out of the depression, and he removed the fear from their mind, including myself. He was at one point of time the General Secretary of ICA and did extremely well in his tenure. I must stress upon these words. He did extremely well in his tenure as ICA General Secretary. Everybody knows he was also attached with Hindu Mandir Foundation, and there also he contributed very positively and for many years. He was at the same time attached with many other institutions, and he contributed in one or the other way. All in all, I would just say he was a great contributor towards the community service. What I would say here is that he has gone too soon. We never imagined. So I can say that yes, even God needs good people around him. Let's join together to pray for peace for his noble soul. And on behalf of the entire Indian community, we would also like to send our condolence message to Padma ji and Dr. Shenoy's entire family for this irreparable loss. Thanks. I would now like to call upon Mr. Shiva, Vice President, Indian Cultural Association, a good friend of Dr. Shenoy also, to say a few words. Shivaji, unmute kar lo.
Good evening, everyone. Everyone spoke about Dr. Shenoy as a doctor, as a human being, as a community service person who is doing a service to the community, everything. But I miss you, doctor. You are my very good friend. You supported me every time I am in trouble. And last 10 years, he's like my brother in Nigeria, not a doctor, as a personal family friend and brother. I don't have words. I really miss you. I'm sorry.
Shivaji, take hold of yourself, please.
He sent me a message on 6th for my wedding anniversary, and I was in Chennai. I couldn't speak to him. I thought I'm going to come and meet him in Lagos on 18th, but everything is in God has written on the other side. I couldn't meet him. I missed him. Last 8 months, I couldn't see him. Every month, he used to call me and speak to me when I was in Chennai. Couple of years before, in Coimbatore, we were together. We were to attend Mr. Kasamothi's son wedding. Dr. Shenoy said, you have to meet my wife and daughter there and take a photo. So I met them and had a photo with them and sent to him. He was happy, and may his soul rest in peace. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Shivaji. Please take hold of yourself. I have a request from Mr. Milanta. I would request everybody to be brief because few more people are in queue. Mr. Milanta, please. Unmute कर लीजिए मिलांटा जी.
Namaste Padmaji, and good evening to all my friends. It's a very sad news we have received all the time. Myself and Dr. Shenoy, we are know each other right from the day one when we landed in Nigeria in 1994. When I landed, very next day I was felt sick and we were panicked. We don't know what to do. So when some friends told me that you have a doctor in Ilupaju. So when Dr. Ilupaju, when we met him, coincidentally he's from Mangalore and I am also from Mangalore. So we became so close that day, and in fact he didn't give any medicine. In fact, by talking itself, my half of the sickness has gone that day. It's a very he is a very touching doctor and very homely. Whenever we have any problem, he will come home. He used to treat us. Such a nice personality. Not only that, is as a doctor, I am interacted with him in so many ways. We were met in ICA. We have worked together in ICA for so many years. And whenever I have any problems, not only the medical problem, even any personal problems, he is very valuable doctor. And moreover, when he is our founder member of Tulu Samaja, Tulukuta. When we formed in 2000, he was so. I'm also one of the founder member of Tulukuta. So we are done so much job together, which is very, very. I can't forget such a nice person. Today we are not with him, but however, his memories will never go. And I pray his family and his children and his grandchildren, everybody, still we are all together. May God give them a strength to, we'll pray together. Thank you.
Thank you, Milantaji. I have another request from Mr. Kamath. I would request him to take it up, please. Unmute yourself and please speak.
Yeah, hi, good evening. Sanjay ji, you were right when you said we are used to seeing Shenoy, Dr. Shenoy, to take a lead and do all the necessities when any unfortunate things used to happen in regards to some of our friends. So it is still not digested or not believed that we are attending a condolence meeting for Mr. Dr. Shenoy. It's still hard to believe. And Sivaji, you are also, I mean, I will just second your point that he was not a doctor. He was a friend. He was a son. He was a father for somebody, and he was a family friend. He was not a doctor. He was not just a doctor. I will just share one of my experience with doctor. During this COVID session, we have been hearing about frontline workers. And in Dr. Shenoy, we have witnessed, I personally have witnessed what exactly does it mean that frontline workers and what are the sacrifices they are doing. During the setting up of our isolation center, once I met him and I was asking, doctor, okay, you are telling everybody and guiding everybody about the precautions and everything, but what about you? He told me, my name is Pandurang and Pandurang will take care of me. And okay, we smiled, but I think the Pandurang was busy attending his other devotees and he forgot his own son. And that's why we are here. We miss you, Dr. Shenoy. We miss you. Thank you.
I have another request from Santosh Ibrahim. Santoshji, please.
Good evening, everybody. Dr. Shenoy was a father figure for me. I reached Nigeria 19 years back or 20 years back, and Dr. Shenoy was one of the first personality I met in Nigeria. When I met him, he was a man with always with a big smile. You know, those days when we go to Mandir, Dr. Shenoy was the one receiving us. I came to Nigeria without knowing a single person in this country, and doctor was one of the person who received me here. From that time till the last rites we give to Dr. Shenoy, I was privileged to be associated with him. We count him as a father. Those days I used to remember why I came to Nigeria for an year. And I used to think in my heart, what is this doctor doing here after 19 years in this country? Because I came for a year. He's a doctor by profession. Why is he spending so many years in this country? But after 20 years staying back in this country, I can understand what made him stay in this country, because this country provides a lot. And people like Dr. Shenoy provided for people like us to stay back in this country. His memories will stay back. The good values he has taught us, we will take it ahead. We will try to continue. The good leads and deeds he has provided for us, his memories will stay us. Thank you, doctor, for what you are. And we will try to lift the light that you has given to us. We will always try to ensure that it is lighting all through. And when that light is still shining, it is the light of India shining in Nigeria. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Santoshji. I would like to request, we can take two more speakers. If anybody wants to speak, please come forward.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Saleh Saab?
Yes.
We can hear you. Yes, please carry on.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Padmaji, sorry what I am saying. Actually, doctor passed away. Everybody says that, he passed away and his family lost him. But you were away from Nigeria, but we are still in Ilupeju. We lost him. We lost everything. A father for us in Ilupeju. We lost him. Anyhow, I pray for his soul to rest in perfect peace. God is with him. Thank God. God bless everybody.
I want to say only two sentences. Mr. Saleh shared with me today morning, and though Dr. Vincent also has spoken about, for last 2 days, the discussions between us is going on that Mr. Saleh and Mr. Dr. Shenoy were partners. So we were saying, how come? And then people are saying that because both of them, whenever the Diwali Mela happens, both of them are always on the gate. When Diwali Mela happens, they are always there to control the crowd and see that at the entrance, all the work goes on very smoothly. So my big salute to Dr. Shenoy. Of course, Saleh Saab is here. So just a small background, which Saleh Saab avoided saying. With this, I would request any other one who would like to say a few words, please come forward.
Mrs. Shenoy, I'm Rishi Tiwari speaking. We know you for the last 35 years. Dr. Shenoy was a very practical and efficient doctor. We really miss him. All my family in the last 35 years has managed through his watch. And he was a great inspiration to all of us during these COVID times. Every 2 weeks, I used to give him a call and ask him in a very simple Hindi, kya ground position hai Lagos ki? And that kept us, and he was a very inspirational guy on that. He said, just take it easy, ignore most of these things, and you will sail through. That is the greatest thing he has ever said, as far as I am concerned, to any of his friends or patients, as the case may be. May his soul rest in peace. And I will miss him a lot because I used to send him a cake on his birthday on the 30th of September. Unfortunately, I may not be able to do it anymore. That's the real sad part. But may his soul rest in peace. Om Shanti.
Anybody else?
Good evening, everybody. My G Pranam to Padma Ji. We really missed our doctor. To be honest, he plays a very big tune on our health in Ilipeju community. Not only Ilipeju, Indian community. It's a very big shocking news when we hear about him. Just 2 weeks before I bring my son to his hospital for a small ailment, he attended like a friendly manner, no difficult protocol or something, like a father. He gave us medication and everything. And most of them, apart from everything, the courage. He will motivate everybody. Nothing to worry. Don't worry. It's common. So those are the words we really hear from his words. Apart from his medicine, his soothing words, really a big miracle for us. We really miss you, doctor. You are in our memories. Thank you.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Am I permitted to close this session, or somebody would like to say a few words? We can still take some more people. The atmosphere is so charged up, and it is always good to hear. Prashant, you would like to say?
Yes, I would like to pay, Chief, thank you. I would like to pay my tribute and tribute to Dr. Shenoy and condolences to his aggrieved family. No words are sufficient to say anything about Dr. Shenoy. So all I will say, Indian society in Lagos has lost a very big person, and this loss can never be replaced or can never be recouped. I pray for the peace of Dr. Shenoy's spirit and soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Hi everyone. This is Dr. Shenoy's son-in-law and Priyanka's husband. On behalf of the family, I would like to thank each and every one of you in the Indian Community Association, the ICA, and thank you so much for taking care of my father-in-law's last rites. Special thanks to Mr. Kandan and Mr. Gavankar. I haven't met you personally, but thank you so much for taking good care. I've spent a lot of time with my father-in-law. Every time he came to India, he used to call, I'm a lawyer by profession, so he always said lawyers are liars. There are some fond memories of him. And always look forward to see me. He was close to me. And he used to wait for me to come back from office to have dinner with me whenever he was in Bangalore. And yeah, my first meeting with him was before I married his daughter. It was a secret meeting which the family did not know. He wanted to see me before he left to Nigeria. It was great. It was great knowing him, and he's been a father to me. More than a father, yes, he's always been a very good, supportive friend. Always had good conversations with me, asked about what I think, how I think, and listened to everything we had to say. And yeah, even though he was away from our family, he took good care of us, called us very often, and always checked on us, what we are up to, how are things, how we are doing. And, he loved his grandkids and kids. I will really miss him. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And may I take permission from Padmaji to call off this condolence meeting?
Yes.
May I take permission from Sri Gavankar and Jeti Lalwani Saab and Kanan Saab? With heavy
Chief,
heart. Please.
Chief, I'm Kamath, uncle of Shenoy.
Please speak.
From the word we can make out and summarize that he has been a friend, philosopher, and guide to everybody. Yes.
It is.
Soul rest in peace, Om Shanti.
Please take hold.
Chief, can I speak a few words, please?
Sure. Dinkar ji.
I'm Dinkar. Well, I wanted to speak long time back, but somehow I was not had enough courage to come forward and say a few words. Like Mr. Shiva, my friend, I'm also feeling extremely depressed here to how to come out and talk to him, because he was so close to us, so close to everybody here, as we all hear from everyone. I don't know Mrs. Padma much. Very recently, about a week back, we have been communicating. But Dr. Shenoy, he was more than a family to us. I'm the president of the Kannada Sangha here, and he was the instrumental for us to guide us how to move forward since last 3 years. And with all his, I don't know what to say, how to put it. We met on
Dinkar ji, have you finished? Dinkar ji, I think signals are lost. Dinkar ji, if you are there, please continue speaking.
Yeah, I've come back. There was some problem with the connection.
Okay, ji.
I hope you can hear me. So, we met on the 8th, that was on Sunday. Prior to that, we had decided to honor him a week back as a chief guest for our Rajotsava. So we extended an invitation to him, and he accepted it very spontaneously. So on the 8th morning, I walked to his clinic. I went walking, and he was coming out. He says, "Why are you coming to my clinic?" I said, "I've come to pick you up, doctor. Let's go together." No, you don't have to come. I will come on my own, and all these things. So we came. We had a get together for about 4 hours. We spent a good time. We had lunch together, and today it's very sad that he's no more with us. Om Shanti.
Dinkar ji, have you finished?
Yeah, I have finished. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Okay. Om Shanti. May we call up this meeting now? Padma ji, we are permitted. Okay. Gavankar ji?
Yeah.
Lalwani Saab? Krishnamurti ji?
Yeah, oh, correct, sir.
Okay, sir.
You can.
Om Shanti. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
हाँ जी अरविंद जी हो गया है, आप बंद कर सकते हैं। वेल डन सर।